Hey there, fellow gun enthusiasts, gun collectors, any National Rifle Association members out there. I am also an NRA member. Hey, how you guys doing? I have not posted a video in a while. But anyway, I'm very excited. I just bought two new flash hiders for my two AR style rifles. And as you can see on the internet here, I have a few of my favorites displayed. And two of these you see here I've just purchased. And what you're looking at are the Yankee Hill Phantom flash suppressors. I got two different models. I got the closed-in model here, where the actual end of the flash hider is is as smooth and closed, and I got the other one here that has these little I don't know, for lack of a better word, tactical blades. I'll explain what those are in a minute, in case any of you don't know what they are. But anyway, the flash hider I have on this side, of course, is the Yankee Hill. Let's see, which model is that? It's the 5C1, and the one on the right is the, let's see, which one is that called? It's the 5C2. Okay, all right, 5C1, 5C2. But anyone who doesn't know what a flash hider is, I will explain. What they do is they do exactly what the name implies. They hide the muzzle flash. That's that bright flash of light that occurs, very visible, of course, at night. That's really when you're only concerned with it. But it's the hot burning gases from the cartridge that you fire. Leads to a little bit of a flash, unburned gases that shoot out the other end of the rifle. The other end, of course, being the muzzle. Anyway, that can be undesirable in a tactical sense because it reveals your position if you're at war at night or you're a SWAT team member at night. For a civilian, flash hider really is not important. I mean, come on, that's what I am. I'm purely a civilian gun collector. I just think the guns are cool. I collect them just for the hell of it, just for the fun of it, not to ever shoot anybody. Of course. If the situation arises to protect my home and family, yes, I will use whatever force is necessary, but I hope I never have to do that. But anyway, how these flash hiders work is that they dissipate those hot burning gases, and it's just kind of strange how it works. I'm not exactly sure, but it mixes the hot, high pressure burning gases with ambient air, and dissipates the light from the flash. These, of course, are for my 223 or NATO 5.56, whatever we want to call the caliber guns I have. Very common for people who own the black rifle is the 223 Remington. But this one here is going to go on my 6-hour 5.56, and this one's going to go on my Bushmaster XM15, also known as the AR-15. Of course, it'll be a Colt model if I called it that. But these little blades here, right, basically, if you're ever in a close quarter combat or hand-to-hand combat situation, and I guess you're out of ammo, you can actually stab somebody with this thing and cause a lot of damage, a lot of pain. So, I mean, imagine you gouge out someone's eyes with this. Of course, I hope that never happens. I would never ever do that unless it's necessary. But it's a mean-looking fucker, isn't it? But anyway, I got the two different models, just to have variety. The advantage of having the closed-end model is that you're going through jungle or woods, whatever. The end of it won't snag on branches and get caught and hung up. This one, unfortunately, probably will. That will probably catch branches and things of that nature going through woods. So this was more for I guess not going through a jungle. But I also was told that if you actually wanted to disable barbed wire, you can actually catch it in between here, like laterally across, and once it's caught in here, you can fire the weapon and cut through barbed wire. So, but anyway, they are pretty awesome devices. But in addition to being flash hiders, they are also compensators. And the reason they are compensators is that at the very bottom they're sealed. See this? The top you have an open port. Okay, both of them are compensating models, And how it works is through, anyone physics, is Newton's third law of motion. To every action there's an opposite but equal reaction. Same principle that jet airplanes fly, rocket thrusters on a spaceship. That is, if you apply a force in one direction, it causes a motion in the opposite direction. So let's say in rapid fire situation, that burning gas being ejected upward and not downward creates a force moment that will actually push your muzzle back down with each pull of the trigger, and it's very effective in rapid fire situations. So that opposite equal reaction will keep your muzzle down, so your follow-up shots hit their mark. And also, an important feature is if you're ever firing in a prone position in a tactical situation, and or even not tactical, just say you're lying prone at the gun range, and you don't want a lot of dust kicked up. The sealed end prevents the blast from the muzzle, the hot gases from hitting the ground and kicking up dust. It'll actually block that. Okay? So anyway, if you want to make sure that you apply these muzzle brakes to the threaded end of your AR, you want to make sure that this ported end stays pointed vertically, you have to use these crush washers, and they're for timing. And timing meaning as you're twisting this on and it starts to get tight, it doesn't get so tight that you cannot align the top port to the top of your gun, because this has to point to the top. If it points to the side, your gun is going to push to the side. If it points down, your gun's going to point up. If it points to the other side, it's going to make your gun go sideways. That defeats the purpose of having the compensator. So you want the compensator, the port end to go along the face upward, so it pushes your muzzle down and also prevents that dust signature, as I just mentioned. But anyway, people, these apply with a 3/4 inch wrench, which I have here. And I am not a gunsmith. I'm just an amateur guy, who experiments around, likes to play around with guns, legally. I live in the state of Maryland, and AR-style rifles are allowed here. Flash suppressors are allowed. Those of you who live in places like New Jersey, I'm going to point out the communist state of New Jersey, flash suppressors are illegal. So please do not put these on your rifles up there, and they may even be illegal to possess in the state of New Jersey. So just be mindful, New Jersey does not allow flash suppressors. Alright, so let's stay legal with this gun ownership thing so we don't lose our Second Amendment privileges, which are being rapidly eroded away by ultra-liberals, who I hate. I am a moderate. I'm not extremely conservative nor extremely liberal. I kind of sit on the fence, but gun ownership, the Second Amendment, is very important to me. So please, as the NRA says, don't tread on me. Or as I say, don't fuck with my gun rights. But anyway, guys, these are my babies. These are my little beauties that I'm going to attach these flash suppressors to. Both of these guns came with the A2 birdcage flash hider. This is my Sig Sauer 5.56. Sorry if it appears dark against my my carpet. I'm not using the best photographic techniques. But this is the flash suppressor that I'm going to take off of the Sig. It's the A2 flash hider. Okay? And here's a better look at my Sig. This is the Sig Sauer 5.56 Classic. And here's my Bushmaster XM15, also using the Vietnam-era A2 flash suppressor. Very good flash suppressor. And also, these are compensating as well in that the bottoms are also sealed. Okay? So they act as compensators because these gas ports face upward. And as I said, they push the muzzle down, which each round that comes out of those gases are ejected upward. Okay? So they act as compensators and they hide your dust signature. So I'll come back to you with part 2 after I have installed the this flash suppressors by Yankee Hill, and they're Phantom flash suppressors, and I will have them installed very soon. Alright, here we go. Rock on.